It is the Flow Friday Sports Show on Flow FM, and it's time to find out about the latest news in Redcliffe's cricket. And joining me on the line is the president of the Oyen Rams, and he's now back playing A-grade cricket too, which is great to see. It is Dom Leach on the line. Dom, great to have you back with us here on the show. How are you?
Yeah, going well, thanks, Alex. Good to be back, and good. Looking forward to reviewing what was a big week last week, and looking forward to a couple of big games tomorrow.
Yeah, as are we here at Flow FM. Well, first to the A-grade action last weekend for the Oyen Rams in Redcliffe's cricket. A 101 win recorded against Millawa, and this must have pleased the likes of yourself there at the club, Dom.
Yeah, it was. It was a good win. It was probably, just did what we had to do. We were, fortunate enough to bat first. The deck looked a little tricky, but, it wasn't probably going to be a massive total on the cards, but we did well to post 9 for 178. So Connor Schultz returned to form. He was the backbone of the innings opening up, and he got 67. He was well supported by some through the middle order, blokes chipping in with 20s, and we managed to post a good score. And in reply, Miller were never really in the hunt. They're all out for 77, courtesy of some really tight bowling. It was a good all-round performance. Alex Mosh and Brad Parsons set the tone early, and Daniel Kay was able to swoop at the end and clean up the tail with 4 for 9, so it was a great return for him.
Well, I'm not going to let you be the typical laid-back operator that you always are, Dom, and I'm going to get you to make a call right now. Based on the last month or so of Redcliffe's cricket, who appears in the final, and I'm not jinxing, alongside Oyen Rams? If it's to be the Rams, who appears in the final with you at this point?
If we're fortunate enough to be there, I think, it's always open, but Nursery Ridge being second pretty well all year, probably hard to go past them. I know you're always wary of Tempe. They've obviously proved in the last couple of years that it doesn't matter where they finish, that they can come from 3 or 4 and do some serious damage, and they'll always be a threat. But I suppose you'd have to give the kudos to Nursery Ridge, who've only dropped games to, I think, us and one game on the road down at Tempe throughout the year. So they're ticking along nicely, and I suppose they're a deserving second place.
All right, well, with that, give us a wrap-up of the other game there in the A-grade in Redcliffe's cricket, Dom.
Yeah, the other game we had Tempe heading over to Robinvale. Robinvale had big function day on. I think they had their pink stumps day, so it was good for their sake. They were able to get the win. I've been on their bandwagon all year, and they haven't quite been able to crack it, but they had a good win on the weekend. They were able to rock and roll Tempe for just 84, thanks to Noah Lanigan taking the heart out of the top order, I suppose. You got 3 early wickets, and the Tempe boys never quite recovered, and in reply, the list of boys chipped in with 25 each and were able to get Rombo over the line, 6 wickets down.
All right, over to matters relating to the B-grade side of things, and unfortunately a rather forgettable day for the Rams B-grade in their game. But they'll lift their heads after this one, surely, after the fact that they've proven to themselves that they can, resurrect themselves after a bad day out at the stumps, Dom. Despite some good work from the likes of Nick Vine not to be for the B grade on the weekend.
No, unfortunately, this one was an absolute nail-biter. We just ended up falling on the wrong side of the ledger. Our boys posted 118. And in reply, Southwest 9 down, managed to get hit a 4 to win the game on the second last ball. So it was the danger man, as previously mentioned, Aaron Nedgy. He got 39 not out. Steered his side home and hit the winning run. So, he was the one we had to curtail, and we weren't able to, and it proved costly. But, I think you can't always, you don't always end up on the right side of the ledger, and you were close. We were close enough on the weekend, and we look forward to a big challenge this week as we take on a rampaging Curler, who on last Saturday managed to post 7 for 308. So, runs are certainly all in there, the order of the way for them. Jason Cullinan managed to get 134 of them himself. So that's where our focus will lie this week, trying to curtail him and hopefully keep their score to a gettable total.
All right, over to the A-grade side of things again for tomorrow. Dom, how are we poised?
Yeah, look, we're poised pretty well. We host the Robinvale boys, so they're fresh off the win. They'll want to cement themselves in the four with a win on the road. So I suppose for us, it's just got to be business as usual. Just do the basics right, and if we all perform to that level, then fingers crossed we're able to get the job done.
And everyone's healthy and firing at the moment, Dom?
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we've got a full list, which is great. We had a few little niggles coming back from Christmas, but everyone's fit and firing. Sammy Mead's back at the top order. He didn't get any runs on Saturday. If he's looking the goods, it's good to see Connor Schultz return to form, and our bowlers, they're all fit and firing too. We've got Tim Vine's gotten over a bit of a back niggle, and he'll be a really important part of the piece of the puzzle for us over the last couple of rounds. Then going into finals, his control with the ball and his ability to swing the ball will be a massive factor for us. So it's good to have him fit and firing amongst the other bowlers.
All right, and we'll just focus in again just briefly on the B grade. I know you've touched on it already, but how do they best get themselves back on track, Dom?
Well, I suppose knocking off Curl on the road, toughest trip in the comp. But even if we do fall short on tomorrow at Kerwa, I think that the main part is that we put in a really competitive performance. I mean, they're always going to be hard to beat on their home deck. We know we won't have to play them there if we're fortunate enough to get through to a prelim or a grand final. So as long as we put in a solid all-round performance, I'm not too fussed about whether we win or lose. Of course, you always want to win, but I think a solid performance will stand us in good stead to hopefully take them on in a couple of weeks come final.
And just to remind our listeners how close we are to the business end, Dom.
Yeah, so we're getting close now. It's just tomorrow and one more game for our A graders. And we have the bye in the last round. So the B grader's got 3 games left, just 2 for the A grade. And the A grade will be able to put their feet up and have a rest going into finals. Have a couple of weeks and we'll be into the business end of the season.
That is Dom Leach. He's the president of the Oyen Rams Cricket Club, telling us all about the latest Red Cliffs cricket developments and what we can look forward to with tomorrow's action on the cards. Dom, good luck as always, and thank you for your time. Speak to you again in a week or so. All the best.
Great to be with you. Thanks, Alice.